right, let's get ready to draw our walrus. We're going to start at the bottom of our paper, and we're going to make a big upside down U. We're going to go near the top of the page. I'm using an oil pastel, and I'm going to draw really slowly, coming up near the top, and then I'll come back down all the way to the bottom. There is the body and the head of our walrus. The next step, I'm going to do another U, upside down U in the center. This is where his nose and his tusk will come out. I'm going to close up the bottom. Now I'll do 2 diagonal line tusks. And if they're 2 different sizes, that's okay. In real life, sometimes that's what happens with the walrus. We'll get the nose, and we can go ahead and color that in. Edges first. Now we'll add our walrus's eyes on either side. We're done with the oil pastel. Now we can start doing some coloring. We're going to use chalk pastels today. Now, what do we know about oil pastels? If I'm using my hand and going like this, that will smear. So I'm going to try to definitely keep my hand up. And same with chalk pastels. They tend to smear easily too. Now, very carefully go. I think I'll even go around these eyes. Make sure you put your chalk pastels back in the container when you're done. It'll make cleanup easier. Now we're going to talk about analogous colors. We have our color wheel here. Analogous colors are neighbors. So if I had purple and blue, that would be analogous. If I had yellow and orange, those are analogous. Anything that neighbors, you're picking 2 colors, but they have to sit beside each other on the color wheel. I'm looking to see what kind of color combinations I might like together. I'm thinking purple and blue would look good. So I got my blue, and I'm going to do half my walrus blue. So I'll do my edges first. Go around, keeping my hand up off the paper. And when you use chalk pastels, we're going to blend this with our fingers, so it's okay if you have a little bit of your background paper showing. Done with my blue. Now I said I was using green, so I'm going to find my green. I'm going to choose this light green and do the same for the other side. This one's smaller, so I can actually put that on the side and color with it. Now I just have to do inside his muzzle, and I can pick the blue or the green. I think I'm going with the blue. Really try to keep your hands out of your chalk. Now I'm just going to use my one finger and have little mini circles, blending all my blue together. Make sure your hand's up. Go around your tusk. Notice how my helper hand's holding. I can do the inside because that's still the same color. Now, in between, I can go and do a nice soft circle, blending these two colors together. And at this point, I can either switch fingers or wipe my one finger down. I'm going to use a clean finger for the other side. Small circles. Now I need to get some whiskers in. What kind of lines would you use for your whiskers? You could use these swoopy lines. You could use a wiggly line or a combination. Last thing we need to do is add our snowflakes. Snowflakes have 6 points, so start with an X and you can do a line down the middle. I'm going to be placing my snowflakes all over the background. You can make some big, some small, some going off the page. It's easy to do if you just continue to do it with a messy mat. Then you can add little dots on the ends or little V's. You can design your snowflakes any way you want. There we have our Arctic walrus using analogous colors, which are colors right next to each other on the color wheel.